Secretaries present, principal secretaries present, chairpersons of various agencies, including Chairperson, Controller of Budget, Dr. Margaret Nyakango, Chairperson, Commission of Revenue Allocation, CPA Mary Wanyonyi, Chairperson, IGRTC, Mr. Kirago Kidenji, Chairperson, Salaries and Remuneration Commission, as represented, county executive members in overall constitution of the Intergovernmental Budget and Economic Council meeting. Your Excellency, sir, we're delighted to have you chair this IBEC meeting. If it pleases you, sir, now, may I please invite the IBEC Acting Chairperson, Gabriel Lagat, to share the citation. Welcome, sir, and lead us through the rest of the program.
Your Excellency, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, the Chairman of IBEC, the Honorable Gachagua'S, Her Excellency Anne Waiguru, the Chairperson, Council of Governors, and the Governor for Kirinyaga County, Governors present, Cabinet Secretaries present, Principal Secretaries present, all protocol observed, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, in accordance with Article 6.2 and 189 of the Constitution of Kenya, 2010, and pursuant to Section 187.2 of the Public Finance Management Act, the Intergovernmental Budget and Economic Council is established as the forum for consultation and cooperation between the national government and the county governments on matters finance, budget, the economy and planning, and any other matter which the Deputy President, in consultation with other council members, may decide. Your Excellency, the Deputy President, and members of IBEC, having perused the relevant legal provisions governing the convening of these meetings, I wish to state that this IBEC meeting convened today, the 6th of May, 2024, is legally constituted and has the requisite quorum as stipulated under Section 187 of the PFM Act. This meeting may therefore proceed with its agenda and conduct its business accordingly. With your permission, Your Excellency, I wish to invite Ms. Wanjiku Wakogi, the Chief of Staff of the Office of the Deputy President, to make our opening remarks, and thereafter invite you to preside over the meeting, sir. Thank you.
Your Excellency, the Deputy President, Honorable Rigathi Gachagua, Her Excellency, Madam Anne Waiguru, Chairperson of the Council of Governors, the representation and heads from the Commission for Revenue Allocation, the Controller of Budget, and the PS for devolution, distinguished governors present, principal secretaries present, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Your Excellency, I want to begin by simply making a welcome to all who have gathered here today for the 23rd Ordinary Session of the IBEC. Your Excellency, I also want to begin with an apology. We wanted to modify to accord with Section 187 of the Act, the structure for the membership of the IBEC when we were preparing the last minutes, and I have since been guided that we may need to tweak accordingly. So I will request Your Excellency, as you proceed in adopting the minutes, that we capture that as one of the amendments that we shall undertake to incorporate all co-opted members of the Council as members of the IBEC. Your Excellency, without further much ado, I want to request and invite your conduct of the meeting and welcome. Thank you.
Chairperson of the Council of Governors, Her Excellency Anne Waiguru, Excellencies Governors and Deputy Governors present, our Cabinet Secretaries, Principal Secretary for Devolution, County Executive Committee members, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is my pleasure to welcome you to this 23rd ordinary session of the Intergovernmental Budget and Economic Council. Our being here signifies the importance of the mandate of the IBEC in enhancing consultations between the national government and the county governments alongside the co-agencies. Through IBEC, we have cultivated and sustained cordial working relations as we transform the lives of Kenyans as per the plan. Indeed, engagement between the two levels of government is crucial for faster and equitable social, political, and economic development of this country. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we have made significant progress towards achieving the resolutions of the 22nd session. An example is the evaluation and transfer of assets to counties. As you may have observed, we have commenced transferring motor vehicles, machinery, and other equipment to the counties. The most recent transfer occurred in Uasin Gishu County. Additionally, we have finished valuing assets in 30 counties, and the ownership documentation for transfer is ongoing. Further, we have concluded the handover of the construction of county headquarters in 5 devolved units, including Tana River, Lamu, Isiolo, Tharaka Nithi, and Nyandarua. These headquarters have been under construction for over 10 years. The respective counties can now complete their own construction with support from the National Treasury. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, there is also steady progress in reduction of outstanding pending bills. As of March 31st, 2024, the total amount of pending bills reported by 47 counties was 150.66 billion Kenya shillings. This reflects a reduction of 8.61 billion shillings over the past 9 months since the start of the 2023/24 financial year. This represents a decrease of 5.4%. By the end of the fiscal year, we anticipate that this figure will decrease significantly. We need to do more to settle all eligible pending bills and process all that is considered ineligible to the satisfaction of our businessmen at both levels of government. I wish to restate the commitment of this administration to timely disbursement of funds to counties. The National Treasury also cleared the equitable share to counties for November and December 2023, as resolved in the 22nd ordinary session. Despite the fiscal revenue challenges, the National Treasury has also cleared disbursement to counties up to the end of February 2024, with some already in receipt of their March allocations. As of today, 66.5% of the total allocation for the financial year has been disbursed. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, with the support of the National Assembly, the County Government Additional Allocation Act 2023-24 was passed and assented to by His Excellency President William Ruto. Counties are accessing and using additional funds for the benefit of our people. I urge the relevant institutions to collaborate and seek appropriate amendments to the statutes within the 2 financial years in which the exemption has been granted. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, as a result of our 21st IBEC resolutions to expand and include more value chains in our agricultural sector transformation agenda, my office has made significant progress in avocado and potato subsectors. On the other hand, our dairy, coffee, and tea subsectors reforms have yielded significant results to the farmer. I wish to urge counties to enhance agricultural extension support to our farmers. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, as we collaborate to address productivity in the entire economy, we must tackle the threats of the rising wage bill. The Salaries and Remuneration Commission will be sharing the resolutions of the just concluded wage bill conference, which we need to integrate. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, while we seek to strengthen working together in transforming our country, climate change is increasingly becoming a threat to our very existence. We moved from one of the longest droughts in 4 decades into the deluge of El Nino. Even before recovery from the adverse impacts of the 2 disasters, we are in another season of enhanced rains. With more than 30 counties being most affected, no part of our country has been spared to some extent. While hundreds of our people have been displaced, we have lost more than 210 lives, besides the enormous livelihoods. Roads, bridges, and other infrastructure have been destroyed. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, response requires that we enhance collaboration in implementing safety measures as outlined by our President, Dr. William Ruto, besides the roadmap to restoring normalcy. Disaster knows no boundaries between the mandates of national and county governments. We are one government, and saving lives and livelihoods is our #1 priority. It is encouraging that budgeting for disaster response is one of the agenda items of this session. Finally, I wish to thank all of you for your invaluable support to our better transformation agenda. And before I conclude, in our reforms in the agricultural sector, we have made great progress in the coffee subsector reforms, but we are a bit concerned from the national government that some counties have engaged into activities that undermine those reforms. Despite having agreed that we shall not have multiple licenses, so that the sector is not captured, we did agree that those who mill should not market. But some counties, contrary to what we agreed, have licensed everybody to be millers when they are marketers. This undermines the progress we had made so far. I want to request the counties to be part of the reforms and to stick to what was agreed on. Otherwise, we shall have a crisis, because what we have agreed is where the counties have gone contrary to what we had agreed and licensed millers who are also marketers. The national government would register them as marketers, then they can mill. And this will cause conflict that is unnecessary. We have had problems in Kiambu and Usi and Gishu, where the county governments have licensed everybody to be millers, contrary to what had been agreed on. I really want to seek your indulgence and cooperation that for these reforms to succeed, we need to be true to what was agreed on. And when one level of government goes against what was agreed on, it makes the matter very complicated, and it undermines the reforms that are good for our farmers. So let me request that we exercise understanding and we support the reforms, because they are good for our farmers. I'm happy we shall be discussing that we face, but I want to take this opportunity to thank governors and county governments that have cooperated with us as we try to save lives and to make life bearable for our people. But I'm sure we shall have that discussion. So let me once more welcome you to this session, and feel free, feel welcome. And I look forward to a very fruitful discussion. Asante sana. Thank you. The next agenda item is the adoption of the agenda of the 23rd ordinary session of IBEC. Can I have a proposer that we adopt the agenda, or we vary? May I have a proposer to adopt the agenda? And have several microphones so that we make life easier for everybody.
I propose.
Governor Kajiado proposed.